What made you feel rich or not that poor anymore? When I stopped counting the days until payday. Paying rent without panic. Realizing I didn't have to check my bank account every time rent was due. That was a big moment. Being able to get a full tank of gasoline whenever I needed it. Being able to treat friends to dinner. When I didn't have to constantly worry about whether I could afford to go out and I could pick up the tab for my friends, it felt like I had reached a point where I wasn't financially struggling anymore. It felt nice to be able to give back. Gave a friend some money and didn't expect him to return it. Knowing if I wanted it, I could just get it. Having a positive bank balance a week before my next paycheck. Buying cars in cash and not financing them. Comfortable warm bed. Being able to buy things that weren't necessitous and not feeling extreme guilt about it when I was a college and grad school student. Even a year or so after that, I would feel awful if I bought something that wasn't paying a bill, groceries, or gas for my car. I remember my first big purchase that wasn't necessary was such an emotional moment. I paid for a really high-end haircut at a very exclusive salon. I was around 26, not married yet, and I decided to treat myself to something after getting a big promotion. The guilty feeling bubbled up, but I tried to remain logical. My then fiancé, now husband, made me feel better, reassuring me that I could afford a splurge like this, especially celebrating something wonderful. Not wanting anything for Christmas. I have everything already, and even if I did want something, I want to get a good quality one. Savings is so sexy. 3-ply toilet paper. When I got my first good bonus at work in 1997, I realized I could afford the good, larger, pricier navel oranges rather than the small ones I'd been buying previously. I stopped worrying about if people would pay me back straight away. Got all a Z-Boy recliner denim. I feel comfy and like a king sitting now. Paying off student loans and investing. I bought a 40 sailboat. It's 40 years old, and I sold my condo and now live on the boat. It's basically a camper that is really bad at turning, but very good at floating. I was able to get the multifocal lenses with my cataract surgery, didn't need to get the cheapest option. Retiring, not having to pay to commute and park, buy work clothes or lunch out a few times a week. I can wear the same clothes for several days at home if I'm not doing physical labor, and sometimes I skip a meal altogether or decide a peanut butter sandwich is just the ticket.